Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashim Makakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders who came before them, the fathers of truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth, and the sincerity of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. 144,000 and one third, the hopeful elect of Israel, the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. We're going to start right here in 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So friends are going to be fighting one against another like enemy. That's called World War. Okay? And we're going to let this little girl, Lena Petrova, sounds Russian to me. We're going to let her give her assessment of the situation. And we're going to keep it real quick and short. All right? These are the things that accompany a world war. All right? Crisis in the Middle East will crash global crude oil market in Strait of Hormuz. They're shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? And everything is going to come to a grinding halt. Here comes a supply chain coming to a halt. Take it away, Lena.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great weekend. It certainly was an eventful one if you're like me and you follow the news. So, in response to Israel's direct strike on Iran's consulate and neutral territory in Damascus in Syria, Iran responded. On April 13th, it attacked Israel, and earlier the same day, Iran seized a container ship with Israel ties near the Strait of Hormuz. Over the years, for the past 40 years, directly in response to foreign pressure in the Gulf region, Iran has repeatedly said that it would block the Strait of Hormuz. It started with one of U.S. naval operations in late 1980s, by the way, you may remember this, when the United States sunk several Iranian ships. And I have to say, as a taxpayer, as a U.S. taxpayer, you have to ask the question, what exactly were your tax dollars doing 7,500 miles away from home? Anyway, this brings me to a very important topic that I would like to discuss with you today, the significance of the Strait of Hormuz for the entire world. It truly does have a global meaning. It is the world's most important oil transit choke point. Choke points are narrow channels along global sea routes that are critical to global energy security. And this is the main one. In the event of a major escalation in the region, in other words, if Iran is attacked directly by Israel, it will likely block the Strait of Hormuz in retaliation to an attack. This means no crude oil shipments, no gasoline to fill up your car with unless the United States starts all of a sudden producing enough. Of course it won't, we know that. Our strategic reserves have been depleted too. Nobody has replenished them. So what does that mean? Likely bare shelves in our grocery stores. Transportation will be too expensive. And if people cannot drive to work, hospitals, clinics, schools, and other places will have no choice but to possibly even shut down or cut their hours. Analysts estimate that if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, it will cause an increase of 20% in oil prices, with Brent crude oil likely hovering well above $100 per barrel, well above that. Additionally, if the Strait of Hormuz is indeed blocked, it will do tremendous damage to the petrodollar. Since regular shipping routes don't work, Asian countries that import crude oil from the Persian Gulf, for example, would have to figure out a way to get the product from the producers in the Middle East, and of course, more likely than not, those payments will not be settled in dollars. But
and there's the cluster F, okay, which is what they've been trying to prevent going back decades. Ask Gaddafi, ask Saddam, okay. You want to trade in something other than the petrodollar, then you have to go down. Well, everybody's going down. So we'll end it right there. That's the significance of what's going on. You can't just, well, that whole over there theory, over there, right? The war is being fought over there now. It's being fought right here too. It's going to affect everybody, all right? Especially Babylon the Great, all right? So don't get it twisted. Uh, yeah, the last battle is in the Valley of Yahushua, but guess what? This is talking about right here. Revelation 11 and 13, and the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. That's talking about Babylon the Great. So you are involved in World War III. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. Everybody died. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Those that were beamed up, that were saved, right? They were sore afraid. Right? But those that weren't, didn't ascend up to heaven in a cloud, you were part of the slain. Okay. And here's the point: the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So anybody that doesn't believe that this is going to happen, you don't know how to read your Bible. You believe in peace and safety, and we all know what happens immediately after. They say sudden destruction, right? So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Everybody knows what's going on right now. It's what happens afterwards that matters. So stay tuned and stay abreast. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and sisters, shalom.